Hi my friend, welcome to the first edition of Markus News, the new video Markus News. Yeah, have fun and I hope you get encouraged. So for the last few weeks I was working a lot on a new website, which you probably looked at because you see this video and it's on the new website. So yeah, I finished up the new Markus News website, which I hope you like and which I hope you got a lot of information out of it. And also I work on preparing for the End Loneliness Ministry in North Beach, San Francisco. So I'm preparing on planning for the groups, working on the structure, working on what do we want to teach which night, how do we want to reach the people better, how do we want to encourage the people, and all those things. So I'm doing a lot of research on this topic. So it's quite a bit of work, but it is fun. I'm still in Germany. I'm still waiting for my visa, which I hope it's gonna happen soon, that I'm gonna get it soon. But I don't know. It's in God's timing, not in mine. So please keep that in your prayers. Which brings us to the prayer requests. There are a few requests. Number one, the visa situation. Please pray that God will open the doors for it and that it's gonna come in, and yeah, that I'm gonna get the visa soon. Also, secondly, we are planning to move to North Beach after I'm heading back to the States to start a new ministry, and for that we need an apartment there. So pray that God will show us which apartment is the right one for the ministry. Also pray for the people that we should reach with the ministry, that we know exactly which people are the right ones to bring into the first group, so we can work with their loneliness problem and help them with it. So I want to encourage you to really pray for those areas. Also, we need some more financial support. The ministry is around $7,000 a month because the apartment is pretty expensive. So if you can pray for that situation, that God's going to provide money to run the ministry. As well, for me personally, I need some more support to head back because the cost is quite a bit higher living in North Beach, that other part of the city of San Francisco. And so I need around, I think it's $1,400 to $1,500 more a month. So if you could pray for that, that would be awesome. And the next thing is really that God's opening the doors for us to go into this community, to meet people in that community, connect with that community. So I want to, have a connection to the people that live there, people that are in the park, not just the lonely, but everyone that is in that community. So you can pray that I find kind of a connection point there, that I'm getting involved in the community there. So these are the prayer requests. And now last Sunday was Valentine's Day. I'm sure you saw all the advertisements, all the stores with all the flowers and candy and jewelry and everything like that. Valentine's Day is pretty much the day where you gonna show your boyfriend or girlfriend or your wife or your husband or fiance that you love them, and you show it by giving them kind of a present or taking them for dinner or something like that. And that whole thing made me think. I was thinking about God loves us so much, unconditionally. He loves us more than we could ever love someone. It's impossible. We're humans. We can't love someone the way God loves us. It's impossible. But if God loves us so much, why do we run into problems in life? Because if He loves us, hey, everything should run smooth because His love should help us. Yeah. But it made me think. If I think about a father, us as children, just think about that. We are riding our bicycle, 5, 6 years old. We're running down this hill, and it's really awesome, and it's going fast. And then in the middle, our dad tells us, stop. You can't ride anymore. Stop. Don't ride down this hill. And we're like, why? It is so much fun. It is so fast and it's great. Why can I not ride down this hill? Dad, what's the problem? It is great. But our dad knows if we keep running down that road, we run into the main road. And in the main road, there's a lot of cars coming. So we probably get hit by a car. But as a kid, we don't see that. We just see the moment of like fun, riding down this hill and like having a good time. But our dad sees the whole situation. So, if I think about God, He sees our lives. He sees what's best for us. He knows exactly what's best for us. And if we look at the situations in our lives that are hard probably, they're not so easy to handle for us, God has a solution for it. But, in the same way, sometimes we want to do things that are probably not good for us. And sometimes, God will stop us and say, no, don't do that. Don't go and run down that hill because the road is down there. Sometimes He doesn't tell us why we should not do it. But we have to trust Him. Because sometimes we wouldn't understand. Sometimes we're in front of a situation like me right now. I'm waiting for my visa. I don't know what the deal is. I don't know why it takes that long. I don't have a clue about it. But I know one thing. God is faithful. His love is not changing. And He knows why I'm here. Probably He wants to teach me over that year to get prepared for the ministry, to get ready with more things in my life, and to deal with with issues in my life, to learn for the ministry, whatever He wants to teach me for it. I would not be able to do that if I would be in San Francisco now, because life would be pretty busy. And if I think about that, I have a loving Father who cares for me and who knows what's best. That's really changing my perspective about it. It just makes me think about the story of the prodigal son. At the end, the son comes home, walks down the road, and then the guy who works for the dad comes up and says, "Hey, your son is walking down the road. He's coming towards the house." The dad runs through the front yard, runs towards his son, wraps his arms around him, and is really happy to see him. The son screwed up. He made many mistakes. He did a lot of stuff that was not good. But the father cared about him. He loved him. And that's unconditional love. We can fail, we can make mistakes, but God still loves us unconditionally. And I want to encourage you in that, to really think about that God's loving you very much when you run at hard times in your life. If you run in front of those hard times, or maybe you apply for a job and you don't get it, or whatever it is, just know your Father in heaven knows why, and He loves you. But connect with Him in the situation, and you will see a difference. And you will see a difference in your whole perspective about life. Think about those things and know God loves you the way you are very much. Have a great week. Till the next Markus News update.